gang stuff, I've never been a person that promoted gangs. I've never been in a gang. I don't condone no gang stuff. This gang stuff got these young dudes out here lost. Parents, if you see your kids do a handshake and it ain't, if it ain't this, if you see anything more than this and all this shit, grab your son by the neck, bring his ass in the house, and let him know, nigga, you ain't in no goddamn gang. If he doing all this shit, you know damn well he ain't playing. If he ain't no sugar plum sweet boy that's playing patty cake with some little girls, you see your son looking like he playing patty cake, and you know ain't nothing sweet about him, grab his ass up because he think he gang. And your son will be the next one dead or in jail or manipulated by these niggas to go in and get these. Wait till y'all see this one here. I'm still using this under fair use. And this all ties back in to everything. Watch. All right.
To Christmas, the last thing that they should be preparing for coming after Thanksgiving and headed to Christmas, the last thing that they should be preparing for is a funeral of their children.
Tonight, we continue to learn more about Saturday's shooting near Atlantic Station. Atlanta police say there were 3 shooters and only 1 intended target, but 6 teens were shot in the crossfire. Atlanta police say the shooters were going after 15-year-old Cameron Jackson. He died from his injuries on Monday. 12-year-old Zion Charles was also hit by one of the bullets and died on scene. It is heartbreaking, but also alarming. And you're about to see surveillance video showing the shooters, who appear to be celebrating and all smiles, just minutes after.
I don't know if y'all young dudes see my interview with me and Del Song, where we just was talking about this. Y'all keep going out here doing crimes. You're not getting away with nothing. There's cameras everywhere. Tomorrow, I want y'all to do your homework. If you drive in the morning, in the daytime, where you can see, and you drive on the highway, I want you to look at every single pole, light pole over the highway. I want you to look at every single traffic light. You will see a camera on every goddamn pole, every quarter of a mile to half a mile on the highway. There is several cameras in both directions. I don't know what y'all think y'all doing. I really don't. Matter of fact, I think I got some footage that I could show and that I was even thinking about, and I'll show you. Let's finish with this.
After causing pure chaos on Saturday night.
11 Live's Cody Alcorn is live along the 17th Street Bridge. And Cody, it seems like those young people had no remorse at all.
Ron, I'll be honest, to see these young men laughing and carrying on is downright disturbing. You're about to see it. And to know that Zion was with them. His mom admitted that he snuck out of a friend's house. He came here to the 17th Street Bridge, Atlantic Station. He met up with his buddies, and then this group left this 12-year-old to die. Just minutes before shots were fired on Saturday night, surveillance video captured this group walking along 17th Street. APD says the young man with the black and gold hoodie is one of the shooters. The teen in all yellow at the bottom right is 12-year-old Zion Charles, who will soon be gunned down. Walking just feet behind him, APD says, is a second shooter. You see him again on a different camera. Minutes later, APD says 15-year-old Cameron Jackson rolls by on a scooter.
Somebody yells his name. They say, that's Cameron, that's our opposition. That's when shots rang out.
Chaos followed. 17th Street was locked down, but the shooters managed to get over to the Arts Center MARTA station across 85. Cameras picked up the group. You see the suspect in the blue hoodie walking down the stairs, followed by the young man in the yellow and black hoodie. And as they wait for the train,
They also seem to be celebrating, making gestures and talking about the shooting.
all smiles and handshakes. But what you don't see is their buddy Zion. APD says he was lying along 17th Street, taking his last breaths. But his group, who his mom says he snuck out to meet up with, continued on.
During the train ride, they antagonized different customers. They flashed gang signs.
Take one more good look. While APD says this guy is the primary shooter, this teen also opened fire and say they believe the third shooter is among the group. And again, to know the chaos and the fear that these teens put into so many people right here on the 17th Street, and then to watch them act as if nothing happened is alarming. And it really makes you question, is a curfew really going to stop these teens and gangs from committing more violence?
Yeah,
Ron?
that is a really good question there, Cody. I know that you haven't been here that long. However, you always have your ear to the ground speaking with community members. What are they saying about this shooting? Any planned response?
Well, as you know, they want change. They say it has to happen. They say we are failing these young men and women. In fact, we know there is going to be a Peace in the Streets anti-violence walk right here on 17th Street Friday night. It's expected to start around 7 o'clock. It'll start at Atlantic Station and go down 17th Street. So again, we'll have much more on that at 11alive.com. And of course, we'll be out here Friday night for, again, this Peace in the Streets anti-violence walk scheduled for 7 p.m. here at Atlantic Station, Ron.
Okay. Cody Alcorn for us tonight. By the way, the family of Zion Charles is speaking exclusively to 11 Alive about what happened that night and the lingering questions they still have. One of the main concerns is how the situation was handled after the crowd of kids was kicked out of Atlantic Station and the shooting that took place shortly thereafter.
It hurts to know that my sister tried and lost her child, but she's out even at the time that she's grieving to try to help somebody else.
Well,
Okay. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Tiffany Smith, the mother of Cameron Jackson, and she will be making a statement today. We ask that you honor and respect that she will not be taking any questions at this time. Tiffany?
Hello. I wanted to first just kind of create like who Cameron was. Never in a million years would I have ever thought that I would be burying my son And with all of the media and everything, it's been really hard. I know someone asked, like, where is his dad? His dad is just unable to even be here because of the heartbreak that he's dealing with right now. Just to kind of share with you, like, who Cameron was. Cameron loved his family. I homeschooled Cameron so that I could make sure that Cameron was, you know, the best student that he could be. And I have his coach here with me. Cameron has been boxing since he was 9. And we would take him to boxing like every day. Cameron practiced 6 days a week. That's how driven he was with boxing. He loved animals, and I'm from Atlanta. I've been here all my life. And, you know, you see all of this, the violence on TV, but you never think that one day you would be waking up and it would be your child. And I've just been sitting back listening to all of the news reports and everything. And I wanted to speak because this is not about Cameron. This is not about that other little kid. This is about all of our children. And I really want to, you know, I have a plan. I have a solution for what's going on with our children. I'm not ready to reveal it right now. But what I'm really committed to is that our children have a safe place. And, you know, listening to the other mother speak about not having the resources. You know, in my situation, we had all the resources. But the one thing that we were unable to deal with was the community, the environment, the city. And that right there is something that I'm committed to transforming in Atlanta. And so I wanted to bring his coach to really share a little bit about Cameron's drive and who he was.
Tell us your name first.
My name is Zahir Rahim. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My name is Zahir, Z-A-H-I-R. My last name is Rahim, R-A-H-E-E-M. I'm Cameron's coach. We called him Lil Fuji. He was very disciplined. He had a very hard drive, man. He was very gentle. I never heard him say a curse word. He was very respectful, loving. I've had adults come into my gym and have emotional problems or issues, and I watch Cameron go to him and offer assistance to him. We had dreams and goals of going to the Olympics 2024 in Paris. I went in 96 here in Atlanta, and he reminded me of me when I was younger. And I seen a lot of me and him fighting. It's like they took my dream. I went professional. And he was the one that I knew that I could vicariously live through again and really make it. We talked about his dreams, his goals, his passions, and the things he loved. He loved animals. He loved to cook. He loved projects. And he was always happy. He was always the happiest kid. And I know that as a collective, we as adults need to find a solution to unnecessary gun violence. Because these kids don't get these guns themselves. They're not getting them themselves. And as adults, I think we got to come together collectively to find a solution to stop it forever. I witnessed this when I was a child out of Philadelphia in the inner cities. And that's what made me leave home when I was a young child. That's what brought me here. I left home at 13 because I witnessed someone die in front of my face. And I couldn't take it no more. I didn't want to live it no more. So this is just a flashback for me. And I wish and pray that everybody could find peace in the situation and we could change the lives of these children forever, because this is our future we're talking about. And this is really unnecessary. Thank you.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more, just from this app on my phone.
And so don't really like. I don't know where we go from here. Like, Cameron was my whole world. And so now I got to figure out what's next. That was my baby boy. But what I do know is I'm not going to allow his death to be in vain. And what I do know is I don't want another mother to have to stand and go through this process. And so, yeah. Robin, did you want to?
My name is Robin Bryant. I'm a dear friend to Tiffany, and we are both mothers. And I need, or would like for everyone to understand what that word is. Mother, mom. That's what we all are. We're losing our children, and it's time to take action. And we're ready. We thank everyone for their thoughts, prayers, condolences. They help us get through the day. But at the end of that day, we also need action. And I thank you.
Spell Robin first, please.
R-O-B-I-N.
Brian.
B-R-Y-A-N-T.
So that's it. Did you want to?
Okay, that's it. Can I say something? I know you don't want to take any questions, and we certainly respect that. But I just want to be totally transparent that in our stories, the police are saying that Cameron may have been the target that night. He may have had some gang affiliation. I know from talking to some family members that you all say he doesn't. Can you just speak to that so that you have your say when we have to report that part?
Right. Well, we don't have any of that information, and we're working with the police. Tiffany is in contact with some of the investigators. It's an ongoing investigation, so we'll wait and let the facts speak for themselves. But right now, there's only speculation about things like that. They've shared, what it is about their family. So anything else that people are saying, they're not facts, and we'll let the facts speak for themselves. And we ask that if anyone does have factual information about this incident, they come forward, they give names, and they give information so we can get justice for Cameron and the other children affected by this situation.
Are you the family attorney?
Yes. Aston Hall. A-S-T-E-N Hall, H-A-L-L.
Just for clarity's sake, there's been some confusion on spelling Cameron's name. Is it with a K or?
It's a C. It's C-A-M-E-R-O-N, Cameron.
And please spell Tiffany first.
Tiffany
Jackson.
Smith.
May I say something about Target? I want to make it clear that no child is exempt. Today, yesterday, it may be Cameron. All of your children are targets. It's gun violence.
Yeah, well, we do know right now, what you all know is that Cameron is a victim of this gun violence. He's a victim. He's a 15-year-old child who was murdered on the streets in Atlanta. That is facts that we all know. And again, we just want to know those who did it and that they're held responsible for their actions. And again, as Tiffany said, that this doesn't happen to any other family. So those are the facts that we know.
And just one last thing. Someone sent me a picture of what looked like him holding up some gang signs and he was smoking. And I have to be transparent because I have to put it in the story, and I want to give you all a chance to respond. I don't want later you to say, well, she didn't tell us and she stood right in our face. And I know you don't want to take questions, but I just feel like you have to know what we have to put in the story, and then we want to give you a chance to respond.
Well, I want to say that Cameron Jackson, he was a great kid. He came to the gym every day. I've never witnessed anything about those kind of affiliations or those kind of actions at all with him. I don't know if they want to say or however they want to spin the story. I've never seen that, never witnessed it. Cameron was a great kid. He did well in school. He came to the gym every day, and he was very driven.
Right.
Recognize any of the kids in that video that police were yesterday?
Well, again, we're not taking any questions. Anything on an ongoing investigation will be addressed with the police if the family knows anything. And again, you know, Cameron's 15-year-old gun violence victim, and we would like justice for this family. And they would like to make sure that nothing like this happens to any other family. And that's what we know. He's 15 years old. His birthday was November the 6th. He just turned 15. He had a wonderful birthday celebration with his loved ones. His mom just wanted to share how loved he was by her husband, his dad, Jaree, his aunt, and all the rest of their family, his uncle, and his siblings, his sisters here. So we just ask that, you know, be respectful of the family, everyone, and understand, you know, what they're going through, respect their privacy. She gave a statement, and that's really all we have to say.
Does she want to be referred to as Tiffany Smith or Tiffany Jackson? It doesn't matter, and the reason why I say it doesn't matter is because what does matter is that we have children that are dying. And no matter what the name is, no matter what pictures you're talking about, it doesn't matter. We got children that are dying. We're losing our future. And any one of you could have been walking with your husbands, with your wives at Atlantic Station, and you could have caught a bullet in the back of your head. And so I get all of that. I get where your jobs, I get where you're coming from. But as a community, if we don't come together and get the conversation straight about the real issue that's going on, we're gonna lose a generation. This is not just about Cameron. I'm a millennial. Most of these children are millennial children. We're the largest generation right now. And so we all got to think about our future. It's going downhill with social media and everything that's going on. If we don't keep it straight to the problem, what my name is, that doesn't matter. And I get that it's important, but what matters is we have children out here that are carrying guns. We have children out here that are shooting. And, you know, I'm not blaming anybody. This is our problem. And so what I'm here for is that we can come together as a community, because it doesn't just affect me, it affects us all. It affects all of us. And so, like I said, I've been on this journey for a long time. And I have a plan. And I hate that my child had to be the one to have me. I just hate that my child had to be the one.
Okay, thank you. That's all. That's all we said. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trauma. The word itself can sound.
You know, shout out to Miss Smith. You know, our condolences go out to you and your family. I know this is going to come off wrong. I'm probably going to sound old and corny when I say this. But this gang culture, y'all got to figure a way to put an end to it. Because it's just destroying us. It got young people taking each other out because they part of this gang, that gang. And hold on one second, y'all. And I'm getting ready to get off the live. I'll mention you about it. Yeah. All right. Like this gang culture, it has to cease. Without it, we probably have a lot more kids alive. They think that all this handshakes and the colors and then you got Young Thug and Gunna in them, and they idolizing these dudes for having all this money and doing all this gangster shit. They already tied in now, and now they waiting to see their fate, and they gonna think like other kids, oh, it ain't gonna be me. We're gonna be smarter than them. No, as smart as y'all get, the police is getting smarter. Like I told you, it's let me see if I could I just want to see, just out of curiosity. I was driving down the street today and I was just filming, just the scenery, I just wanted you to see if by any chance you can see how many, like, we don't have no privacy. I just want you to see how much privacy we don't have. Right? Oh, this is going to be great. Yeah. Now, this is where the kids did the shooting at right here at Atlantic Station. And I drove through there today. But I want you to see, like, y'all not getting away with nothing, dog. Like, you not on everything. Y'all see that? Look at that camera right here. You see this one right here, right over the bus stop? That camera right there. That's just one, right? We here now. Damn, I wish I was pushing a hat. Damn, I wish I was pushing a hat. Damn, I wish I was. Now look, you see that camera on your right? Can y'all see that? Let me blow this up. Y'all see the camera on your right on the pole? Y'all see that, right? Right here. And then you see this one right here? I don't even think I can blow this up. I can't. You see there's one pointing down on the highway. And you got the one right here. And then you see there's another one. There's 3, maybe 4 cameras on this pole right here alone. I wish I was pushing hell. Ashes fell in my lap. Bowl like shining. They on the attack. Jackie nimble. Jackal quick. Grab the stick. Press the clutch. Dance off the shit. For a second Tracy. My fifth was Swayze. 12 think they catching me. They ain't crazy. 3 deep. Coke and toast in the Jeep. Now, bam. Right here. Look straight ahead. You see on this pole right here? There's another camera right there. Right? You got it right there, right? And on the driver, be on me. Got skills on the wheel. Don't check.
The scene, run through states to see cream like Forrest. 12 in the SHO Taurus. Hit the divider, scrape the concrete. Crossed over like Ted did from God to Black Street. It was sweet, look for a place for the heat. I passed it to Shaka, he dropped it under the seat. I don't wanna be Shaka, nigga scared of the gun. Shotgun, that real one, jump out and run. We ride our horns, wanna take on the lawn. The nigga with the L said, nigga, it's on. What's wrong, you right, fuck every light. Situation tight, we'll take your sight. Money or your life, choose this one right. Choose money, be locked up the rest of your life. Damn. What the fuck am I doing? Hey, yo, come here. Oh, shit. Damn, I wish I was pushing the act. Damn, I wish I was pushing the act. Damn, I wish I was pushing the act. I had no hats if I was pushing the act. Time for the chase, like
Now, right there, once again, look right under the K on Whole Foods Market, right between the K and the E. You see the camera right there on the pole right there? Can you see that? Like, we live in the Truman Show. You can't go nowhere. You drive, you think you run a block, there's a camera going to pick you up. And these ain't even the cameras that's on these business establishments. If you look right in front of you before I'm making the turn, right over the 14th Street sign, you see that camera right there? That's pointing right dead at the cars, the traffic. So you got a camera on the left, right there under the word market, that's facing that way, and then you got the camera right over 14th Street.
I crept on his back, thinking, damn, I wish I was pushing the act. I had the door closed, took one more look. Peace gotta go, it's time for the hook. Damn, I wish I was pushing the act. Damn, I wish I was pushing the act. Damn, I wish I was.
Look over your head. Look over your head right there on this pole. You see it? Right on the traffic light pole. They everywhere. You're not going nowhere. Like, and think you like y'all young kids, what do y'all think, yo? You better get your life together. You see it? Right there on the left pole. Y'all cannot get away with nothing. Y'all better talk to y'all children, man. I know y'all see it. And these ain't even the ones that's on the buildings that you got to walk by. There's not a corner you're going to go by without these joints on. Like they everywhere, yo. Everywhere, yo. So as you can see, and when you get on the highway, look at the highway when you get on the highway. You'll see. Like, yo, talk to your kids, man. But yo, I'm telling you, parents, don't be this woman up here and think that, oh, her son ain't in no gang because he go to karate or boxing practice every day. Don't think that he's not a gang because he's not showing you gang activity at home. You got to look at the birds that he's flocking with. Birds of a feather flock together. You got to save your kids from hanging out in groups. Once they start hanging out in groups are gangs now. It's not like it was back in the day. If your son's hanging around with groups, watch them when they shake hands. All you got to do is look at them when they shake hands. Look at their colors. Check their rooms for bandanas. Check their rooms for guns. Just drop them off at school and watch them when they go and greet their friends. If they do more than this, you got to have a conversation. What's all that? Oh, you blood? What's that? You Crip? Act like you know what it is. Don't play stupid. And with Billy, what's all the hand things you doing? I was watching Choke, and Choke said, if you do more than this, you are a gang. No, act like you know. Don't like, yo, you blood? Since when you blood? What do you mean I'm blood? I seen the handshake. Nigga, you blood? What said of you? And get him to tell on himself. They take him in the back room and whip his ass. With your hand on it across the lap and you know how to do your spankings. I ain't saying hurt nobody, but let them know you ain't effing around. You dig? There's so much more I want to say with this whole Terminator and Matrix thing, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. I'm gonna get back into that. But Kanye has flipped his lid. I told y'all he wants somebody to put him out of his misery. He just don't want to do it himself because he knows it's a sin and he know he ain't gonna get no insurance money. Bottom line. So y'all can keep praying for this brother. I'm not gonna keep praying for this brother. He playing on the strings of black people, you know. And then now he likes he likes Nazis. Like this dude is doing anything and everything he can do to provoke people to spaz out. You know what I'm saying? But I told y'all the power word is strong. Like, watch next year, I'm gonna get my multi-million-dollar deal. Watch, I'll show y'all how it works. Next year, I'll get my multi-million-dollar deal. Watch. And I'm going to tell you why, too. But I'm going to do that tomorrow because, you know, I'm chucking them back to my notes, man. Give you that knowledge. You know what I mean? Give you that knowledge. And I've been writing. I got some new songs. Can't wait to get in the studio. Studio. I'm gonna be in the studio. Choke no joke, man. Keep inspiring. And shout out to Miss Smith. I wish, you know, if anybody know Miss Smith, Cameron's mom, please have them reach out to me. I would definitely like to come and talk to the family. If she's willing to, you know, do an interview. So if you know them, please have them reach out to me. Yeah, young boys. I know it looks cool to be a gang. You might even want, you don't even got to be in a gang to rap if you want to rap. But trust me, man, that gang, all gangs do is take individuals and you inherit other people's problems. That's all a gang do. Taking the individual and make you inherit other people's problems. And you might have to go and kill somebody because that's your brother in gang. And you ain't got nothing to do with it. These problems existed before you even came there. And you might have to put in work and go and sit in jail for the rest of your goddamn life, or your mother bury you because you wanted to be doing all this handshake shit, thinking it's cool. There's no benefits in being a gang. There's none. Your same set will kill you. Ask Nipsey. Your own people, your own color, your own set, your own neighborhood will kill you. What is the purpose? If you all get caught up in something, your gang are telling you. Ask 6ix9ine. I don't understand how y'all can watch all these gang members that's in their 50s tell y'all how ridiculous it is. Mob James, all these other guys that were stone cold gangsters throw their flag down because they finally elevated their level of consciousness. Like, I know y'all young niggas is too young. Pardon me for using that word. I'm trying to get out my vocabulary. I know y'all young guys are too young to be thinking about the evolution of consciousness, but you please go to the future. Stop living now. Think about when you're 25. Think about when you're 30. Start living that life now. So when you get there, you can see it. And you already know what you're doing. Don't live now. Like right this month to y'all is December 2022. I'm in January, February of 2023. Everything that I'm doing is 2023 right now. '22 is gone for me. It should be gone for you too. You ain't got to work with the calendar. Watch these movies. Total Recall, all this stuff. The facial recognition. Like, man, I'm gonna get deeper tomorrow because I want to get real deep, and I'm getting tired. But I'm gonna leave my notes right here because I'm gonna finish this. And right now, it's all about elevation of consciousness. If you're not with that, I'm not with you. If you want to stay, you know, still wearing a bunch of jewelry, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Slick Rick did that 30, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. You think you're doing something new wearing 100 chains? Come on, you're not. What you trying to show people? You got a about 120,000, 100,000, 200,000 in jewelry with like, and your pockets broke, but you don't want to pawn them chains because you want people to still think that you still got it, and you struggling like a mother, knowing you need to get rid of them damn chains. Yeah, go ahead, man. But 2023, it ain't truth be told no more. It's the evolution of consciousness. We are growing. Like, or we grew already. Y'all might want to catch up. But the things that I did in the past, I don't do those things no more. I'm in the whole new year. You know what I'm saying? It's elevation and elevation and the evolution of our consciousness. That's where we going with it. If you with me, please stay here. If you want to keep, if you still wearing your pants sagging, you're not with us, bro. You're not with us. If you still thinking about Air Jordans and shit, you're not with us. You're not with us. You know, everything is evolution. Everything is elevating. All right? You'll see. I'm not playing, but y'all will see. I'm here to inspire. You heard? Please hit that like button. Please share this. If you got any young ones in your family, please let them see these young dudes kill a 15 and a 12-year-old and then on camera celebrating the shooting. They ain't even got no car. They getting away on the train. On the train. And got to walk by 1 million cameras after shooting somebody. They getting away on the train. Are y'all following me? Are y'all following me? And kill a guy. That's like if you're in New York, you kill a guy in Times Square and go get on the train. Where all the cameras is in the subway station. It's the same equivalent from Atlantic Station going to get on the MARTA and going wherever they going. They didn't even have a car, y'all. So think about all. I just showed you how many cameras you got in the car that's going to see you. These young dudes thought they going to go and kill somebody in a public shopping area and take the goddamn train home, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I ain't saying nobody's dumb. But you're going to go and kill somebody and get away on the train? You like, what if the cops came like this? Where was y'all running to? Yo, y'all would have got gunned down in the streets by the police, man. Yo, we got to come together, y'all. It's really about that time for us to sit down. I think the older generation that's in the gangs, y'all need to come together and abolish the gang culture. And I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna want to do that because y'all manipulate, y'all eat through manipulation. Y'all eat through the ignorance of the youth. I was one of them. I wasn't in no gang, but I already know. The older dudes use the younger dudes as pawns on the chessboard. Y'all soldiers, y'all the first to go. So they can stay back in. They pushing everybody in because they don't want to go back to jail no more. They don't want to get shot no more. So they just going to keep putting y'all young niggas in front of them and y'all going to bring all the money back to them like hoes. We gotta get it together, y'all. We gotta get it together, y'all. It's gonna be genocide. We're gonna kill ourselves off. Or y'all gonna kill yourselves off. Because I'm about to start disowning y'all ignorant ass knockers. 12 and 5-year-old dead. 10-year-old killed his mother because she didn't buy him a virtual reality headset. What is we doing as black people, y'all? What is we doing as black people, man? Black men, get back in the house.
Choke, no joke, you know what it is. Let's go, let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to these fakes and these frauds. They don't own cars with Lamborghini doors. When hype show cut, it's back to the store. I was born in the Jackson, this shit was hell. The place where I saw soldiers fall. Some simply for nothing at all. Some cause they lived on the other side of the wall. Now this might sound crazy, love what the hood made me. Poverty made me far from lazy. This ain't the place you wanna raise your babies. Young girls out here thinking they ladies. Nose powdered white, they brain all hazy. Ask them what they wanna be, they look at you crazy. These young cats out here looking all angry. I was just like them, sometime the music made me act other than myself, no influence lately. Cause behind the scenes, they not living greatly. And I found out that most of these cats never sold jack or the penitentiary. Let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype your cut is back in the store. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype your cut is back in the store. They not selling drugs, they really not thugs. If they was, where are the slugs? Do you see them when you cop your drugs? Pulling up with STB in the front? Nah, it's not what they got, it's what they want. In the jungle, we all on the hunt. It's chemical. It's chemical beats. You know what it is.
Good night, y'all. Appreciate all the donations, all the love. Gotta do better, y'all. Peace and love, man. Good night. Choke, no joke. You know what it is.